Bitcoin's alive, what you gon' do? Mempool fees are high. Ordinal. Where does it stop? Nobody knows. It's a revolution, ayy. Bitcoin is the one, no substitution, ayy. With Shizzy and Yagobi, it's Ordinal Revolution.
Welcome back to Ordinal Revolution. My name is Shizzy. On this channel, we cover the entire Bitcoin Ordinal ecosystem. What's up, guys? We have an amazing show for you guys today. We have a founder interview with two amazing guys. They are building betBTC. If you haven't heard of it, you guys are living under a rock, man. This is going to be huge. They're using ICP technology with a Bitcoin front end, basically, because you're using your Xverse and Unisat wallet. I'm excited for this. We're going to knock out a full tutorial on the site this weekend and probably have that for you guys by Monday. So look out for that. So that's going to be exciting. So today's going to be the founder interview. Kind of really get to know these guys, really check out what they have done and what betBTC is going to be. Been looking forward to this for a long time. So without further ado, let's bring in my partner here, as always, Mr. Yagobi. What's up, buddy?
What's going on, man?
What's up, dude? So what can you tell me about betBTC?
Yeah, betBTC, in my opinion, is going to be the best predictions market for the Bitcoin ecosystem. They are the most ready to go to market. It's actually mainnet is live right now, so you can actually place bets and stuff. But I love the fact that they are utilizing ICP technology along with Bitcoin technology, right? Because a lot of people don't actually know that ICP reads the Bitcoin blockchain and is able to finalize transactions on Bitcoin, right? So this is really, really cool. So I'm excited about it. We have tested out the platform and it is lightning fast. The integrations with the Bitcoin wallets are seamless. So I'm ready to kind of jump in and hear about the story of how this all got started and where the future, what the future holds for betBTC.
Yeah, man, let's get into it. Let's bring in Good and bring in Clueless. Welcome to Ordinal Revolution, guys.
Hey, good morning, guys. Good to be here.
Thank you, Shizzy. Thank you, Yagobi. Really glad to be here.
Awesome.
Yeah, man.
Thanks for joining us.
So the first thing I want to kind of get into, if you guys don't mind, is we love this space, and we in order to have a really good, successful space in Bitcoin, we need to have good people. So our main thing here is that we don't bet on projects, we bet on the people. So if you guys wouldn't mind telling us a little bit about yourself, and then kind of going into your Bitcoin journey and just just in general. So we'll start with Good.
Absolutely. Again, thank you for having us. So regarding this entire crypto journey, so I've been here for about 7 years, right? So I think I started my crypto journey. Binance had just came out. I was more on like the Ethereum side of things than Bitcoin, which is a bit fascinating because usually when people get into crypto, they usually hear of Bitcoin first. But I actually heard of Ethereum, and there was some other thing. I was diving into like Asian coin like Neocoin and all these coins. So that was my first introduction to like the entire crypto ecosystem. And with the background I have, so for those who don't know, I'm more of a data scientist. So everything that's related to numbers, machine learning is like my area of interest. And I also have a certain interest in finance, right? And when I was interested in cryptocurrency, it was more about what new capabilities can we leverage from the cryptocurrency to use in real finance. That was practically like my area of interest. So I was more focused on Ethereum, DeFi protocols, and then obviously 2023 came around, and that's when I discovered like the ordinals ecosystem. And for me, what it kind of reminded me was everything I witnessed in 2017 on Ethereum and other protocols. I thought we would be rebuilding the same thing on Bitcoin just because we're seeing like new innovations, and that kind of led to what we're doing right now with betBTC. And it's also last year that I met Clueless, and then we talked about the idea of like prediction markets and all that. But I'll let Clue get into the details of that.
Cool. So I used to be a computational marine scientist where what I would do is build AI models so that drones could automate fish counting, basically putting marine scientists out of a job. But the way I got so that interest stayed when I joined crypto, and I discovered this space called regenerative finance on on Ethereum and the CeeLo blockchain and a bunch of others. So basically, they wanted to create perpetual funding mechanisms for NGOs and just create funding for projects that need to happen for the sake of impact. That was where I had started, and then slowly I started diving deeper into the fact that this technology can allow anybody from anywhere in the world to participate in anything they want to, if such a concept exists. So this, is shares an ethos with Bitcoin where it gives power to you, as a human being. And in July last year, I spoke. So I'm sorry, in July of this year, I spoke to Good, where um, we spoke about applications on top of Bitcoin DeFi, and that's how the concept of betBTC came about. Within a week of talking about it, I had purchased the domain name betBTC.win, and I told him, like, look, this is what it's going to be.
Mhm.
Bet is the action, Bitcoin is the instrument or the currency, and win is the outcome. People are going to love it, and that's how we started. That's how quickly we got going. And the platform is really fast, and that's possible because we use ICP's chain key technology, chain key Bitcoin, so that users know that they're using Bitcoin, but it's like a little secret that it's just really fast. And because people want to get things done really quickly in this space, so we're not going to fight them on that. We're going to help them on that. And the idea of betBTC being a prediction market on Bitcoin is really powerful because you will have a source of information backed by consensus and Bitcoin. And again, the ethos is really aligned with Bitcoin's ethos. Um, and we find a lot of inspiration in this creation. So
Uh,
right now, it's just going to be betBTC, a prediction market where the team creates markets, but eventually users will be able to create their own markets. And there's going to be 24-hour markets, and there's going to be social features. It's going to be really fun. It's going to be a platform where people come in and, they, aside from betting and winning, they are going to have fun interacting with their friends. And it's going to just completely reinvent how prediction markets have been seen and how they've existed till date.
That's amazing. I can't wait to dig into like what a prediction market is and stuff. But real quick, I'm taking a little further back. Can you tell me about the team and your duties are for each person and for you guys respectively?
Cool. Okay. So since we are a very young company, uh, Good, me, and Edward are founding dev. The three of us are CEO, CTO, CFO. We're everything, because you have to fill in all the roles. You have to do everything, and no job is beneath you. We're not too proud for any job, so we do everything. But most of the times, I initiate the ideas, the new features, how the platform is supposed to look, the aesthetic. Um, and Good, you want to share what you do?
Yeah, absolutely. So I help Clue in terms of operations. So anything that needs, testing. I also sometimes when we're looking for partners or other protocols we want to work with, I look at that. And because of also part of my background, like for example, the markets, we needed bonding curves. So some of the technical, maybe on the math side, I kind of help with it. And I work with the devs on, part implementing, the concepts. They're the ones that code it, but conceptually, I help to, build on the ideas and things like that.
That's awesome. That's awesome.
Yeah.
One thing I really appreciate is the fact that you mentioned, or you said the phrase "nothing is beneath us," because the team at Ordinal Revolution is, you're looking at it right here. It's Shizzy and myself, and that's not to take away anything from our community that helps us. Yasher, our head moderator, and we really appreciate that. They do a lot for us. But in terms of like the graphics, the descriptions, the partnerships and stuff like that. So we kind of feel that, and so we appreciate teams that aren't necessarily given $20 million on a platter and saying, hey, you know, hire a bunch of people. So I think those are the teams that really can get through the hard times and then can appreciate the success.
Absolutely, absolutely. And I think when I kind of joined it, I think Clue, the way he kind of started, because I met Clue, and then we initiated the idea, but the idea, the bootstrapping happened on very small funds, and I was kind of impressed with how far we came from the initial funding amount we got. So I mean, it's not a lack of funding that's gonna prevent us from achieving what we want to achieve with BTC.
I love that. I love to hear that. It doesn't matter the money. We're gonna make this happen no matter what. And you guys
Exactly.
have. You guys are on mainnet right now, which is insane. I definitely want to get into that. But for someone who doesn't know, what is a prediction market? Like, what is it?
Good. Do you want to take this one?
Absolutely. So I think a lot of people, the first thing I want to say is a lot of people, sometimes conflate betting and prediction, right? I think the first distinction to make here is betting is more of, one of the main difference is its time frame on which you're, betting or putting your money into a certain event. So when I think of betting, I'm thinking of shorter and more random, like shorter time frame and something that's a bit more random. Whereas prediction is essentially over a longer time frame, where you essentially your job as a predictor is essentially to gather information, and from this information make take the insights and make accurate prediction. So one of the main differences is that it relies less on randomness than anything else, and also the time frame on which it applies, it goes from shorter to like longer time frames. And when you look at prediction markets here, we're talking about like presidential elections, which have been brewing for like over a year. We're talking about interest rate cuts, which have been brewing since a couple of years, also like 2 3 years ago. People are always we're always predicting like interest rate cuts. So what happens is that over the course of several periods, you gather information, and then finally you make a decision or you make a bet on something that you think that the outcome is probable. So that's what essentially a prediction market is.
Awesome, awesome. We appreciate you breaking down that concept, because not everybody that is listening in knows what a predictions market is. I think most people do, because it is a popular protocol in this bull run. But I have a question in terms of how you ended up deciding on using the ICP technology along with Bitcoin's technology. So Clueless, do you have ICP experience, or was it more of like you went into like full-blown research mode and that was the technology that you said, this is what's going to make it?
Actually, I have to give my thanks to Bob Bodley for the reason we have ICP.
Shout out
Because
Bob.
yeah, shout out to Bob. So earlier this year, I've had a lot of ideas with ordinals and tools around ordinals. And I've always asked Bob, like, hey, how can we do this? How can we make this happen? Is this possible? And I'd always bombard him with a lot of questions. So a lot of times double texting him to ask him, like, can we actually do this? Is there potential here? And from those conversations, I've learned that most of the things that can be done, ICP can do it, / ICP has already done it. And his personal feedback was, find something and stick to it and follow it to glory, which is what I'm doing with betBTC. So that's why, we have chosen ICP, because it's a mature technology. It can do a lot. It doesn't need external oracles. It's got its own HTTP out calls, and it is battle tested. So very simple decision for us.
That's awesome. Yeah, we've known, we've had Bob Bodley on our show, I think twice. And so whenever Bob talks, we listen. That's kind of the motto with Bob, just because he's a brilliant mind. Yeah, and we're actually more shocked that more projects aren't utilizing ICP, but obviously today, TAP is launching and they're doing ICP. So do you expect to see more projects kind of form this ICP Bitcoin ecosystem, knowing how well it actually works with Bitcoin?
Yes, absolutely. So we've got Bob's Marketplace Bionic, um, which focuses on artists who want, ICP and ordinal artists. We've also got Bitfinity, which is building on top of ICP's chain key tech. And we have Omnity, which was the first entity to create bridged runes. So runes on both ICP and Bitcoin, the tech is made possible by Omnity. So these are a few great projects already in the ecosystem, and I think they are going to add a lot of programmability to Bitcoin. And if you can make it programmable, you can make it do anything. And when you can make it do anything, you can have a lot of fun with it.
Amazing.
Absolutely.
Yeah, man. So I kind of just want to show everyone the amazing site. Your UI is beautiful. I love the way it looks. It looks really. I love black. I mean, everyone knows that. So when I first saw it, I love the the way it looks and the way it feels and stuff. So you do have top markets. We have bet predictions. Create your own market. This is coming. This isn't live yet, correct?
Not yet, no.
Okay. And then you have, will Barcelona fail to qualify directly? So, you can bet yes or no, and then will
Yep.
Bitcoin reach? I love this one, 13 million by 2045. I'm going yes because I think that happens by 2030. But
Yeah.
but
That
I
one's like
do.
a savings account, right? Because you gotta wait till 2045
Yeah,
to get that result. But that's awesome that market's there.
yeah. We
Yeah,
wanted to, embody the philosophy that we have, which is trade your niche. And you won't find anywhere else on the internet markets called Michael Saylor markets or GCR markets, because these are crypto native, they're crypto focused. And we want, if anything, we want users on the platform when they create their markets to understand the ethos of what we're doing here.
amazing. Quick question for you. Let's just say I was a bad actor and I came on here and I
Yes.
created the market and I'm picking I want to kind of mess with this to where I win every single time. Is there anything that I can do um that is like that and how do you guys go around that?
So this does require deeper thinking. You're absolutely
Yeah.
right. In case the resolver link does not work, or if like you said, if the user is a bad actor and has managed to swing the market in their direction, even though it was wrong, a dispute can be raised, and um, we should definitely blacklist that user. And again, I want to be able to create a system where we don't let the user's funds get, you know, lost while this happens. We don't want to allow users to get attacked and then create a system of implementation. We want to protect them. So I think there has to be a way where the betBTC team gets a warning within their admin system, um, where it says that, look, this is how it's going to happen. This is the volume, this is the creator, and the link is a bit shady, it's not perfect, so what would you like to do? So we can take care of that market and make sure that the outcome is selected correctly.
Awesome. So yeah, I love that. And so if you basically come here, you create your own markets, and or even if you're betting on your market, it's really up to the user as well to make sure you're getting into the right markets, right? It's up to them. I mean, this is crypto. I think we're all aware that in
Yeah.
every decision you make is based on us. Every time you hit sign on your wallet, you have to make sure that you're doing the right thing. But you guys are also going to be regulating that and making sure the markets are up to par, correct?
Yes, and we do have an incentive mechanism in create your own markets where if a user, creates a market for $5, they get 1% of the entire volume of the market that they create. So with this incentive already in place, the best thing for them is to make sure they get a ton of volume and to make sure that the market resolves. And they want it to happen accurately because 1% of, let's say it's a $10,000 volume market, they get 1% of that, turning $5 into $100. That's insane.
Yeah. And that's just 10,000. I mean, who knows? Someone could be really good at creating good markets, and their total volume could be, 6 figures in, like, let's say 12
Oof.
months from
Yep.
now. You know what I
Yep.
mean? And you're
Mhm.
looking at a totally different thing. So I agree. I think the incentive there actually kind of solves that problem
Yeah.
itself. To where it's like you want a good reputation as a market maker, to get as much volume as possible, right? So
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
I love that.
So if I come on here and I make daily markets, I can potentially make a salary but not even betting, like actually just making the markets and
Exactly.
finding
Exactly.
interesting things. That's awesome.
Yeah, it's opens up a completely new niche for creators, and I actually foresee a new generation of creators in Web3 that they just siphon information all over Twitter and a bunch of other platforms, and they think, you know what, I think this would be a good market, and they create it, and they create all these
Yeah.
their resolution articles that they found, and then they can get their community to participate.
And I think one of the interesting ideas I stumbled upon Twitter was, for creators, like especially like streamers, right? Sometimes they would play a game and they could just during the stream they could, create a market, and it's like, how many kills do you guys think I'm gonna have in Fortnite, for example? And then they would have all the viewers just, making the bet in that make your own market, and it could be something they would do every stream or something like that. I think when it was conceptualized on Twitter, I just thought, man, this is amazing because it offers a new avenue of revenue for a lot of creators, like you said.
Yeah.
Yeah. I love that idea. It's like if me and Yagobi played, let's just say the Foxy game, and like
Hmm.
who would win, Shizzy or Yagobi, if we played it live. You can bet on if I'm gonna win or if he's gonna win. I love that.
Yep,
Yeah.
exactly.
And another thing too is if you guys eventually roll this into a social fi aspect, and you can have a specific link for each market. The people that have huge followings on X, let's say you have 100,000 followers, and you're like, hey, just created a new market for this Monday Night Football or whatever. I mean, there's so many ways to really drive that volume up.
Yeah.
Yep,
It's
definitely.
going to be really fun. Yeah, it's going to be a lot of fun. And yeah, the social feature that we are working on is going to set us apart. I mean, despite the fact that we have found a way to mobilize Bitcoin's liquidity to our platform, give information more weight. So the social feature is, it's basic at start, where we connect as friends. I get a curated feed to see what my friends are up to. I see one particular friend, let's say Shizzy, and I see that he's making some good bets and he's got some good returns this week. So I'm going to copy trade him. And then I look at good and I think, okay, he is showing off on the timeline a bit too much. I'm going to challenge him. And then we have a little PvP session. And then Yagobi looks at both of us, looks at Good and me, and thinks, you know what, I'm going to bet on Clueless because I think he's going to win. So we've got this meta of predictions happening. There's just layers of prediction within the social feature as well. And this all started because I want betBTC to feel like a village, and that is, when you hop on a platform, it's fun because you get to talk to people. It's fun because you get to do the same actions with other people and share your experiences while doing it. And I think that's why social is it's important to have a social feature, and just going beyond a simple comment section.
I love that. That's really cool. And then in that comment section, you might see a lot of markets being built just out of people
Yes.
just talking.
Yes,
Exactly.
I'm calling it here right now. The comment section is going to be the new trenches. So
Yeah, definitely. I could see that. I feel like this is the crypto cycle that the social aspect really comes into things, and I think that this is a perfect example of that, right? But like, okay, you guys obviously have all these markets. You can create your own market, and the social side can really, set you apart a bit. But you have the big competitor, right? Is obviously like poly market. But you guys also
Yes.
are going to have some other things that set you apart from them. And I'm not sure how much you could get into that, but is there anything that you can maybe hit on that would set you guys apart from a traditional predictions market?
Yes, so all the features that I've mentioned, and there's a couple of more tools in our suite. So I believe I've spoken about Strike with you. Strike, the acronym being Smart Transaction Route Integration Kit, which is basically like Blinks on Solana, but we've made Strike for ICP. So basically, you can embed your um, bets on X, and you've got a Chrome extension that makes it look like a market card that you're looking at right now. So we have that, and
Nice.
we are Telegram focused as well. We've got a mini app on Telegram that mimics the platform, and it's mobile friendly, so that users don't really have to jump on their website on their desktops to participate. And we will be working towards going harder on the trade your own niche philosophy, where Telegram group chats can use our bot. And this is different from the mini app. Telegram group chats can use our bot to place bets within um, the groups. So like a friendly basketball match between the four of us, then we just good whips up a market, and then once it's done, we just hit the resolution and then pay out.
Yeah. I love
that.
that. Yeah, that's awesome with the Telegram side, because it's like literally a multi-sig kind of approach, but like with three, like for example, if there's 4 people involved, me and 3 other trusted friends, right? And we create a group and like, hey, let's do this, blah blah blah, and then at the end, like all 3 have to, everybody has to agree who the winner is, and I think that's awesome. I'm excited. I'm excited for not just, betBTC. Obviously, I am very excited for this platform, but just this innovative bull run that we're heading into, because man, betBTC is kind of setting the stage for stuff, that I think we're going to start seeing more and more of.
Yeah, 100%. I agree. And this isn't just for whales either, right? Like if let's just say I'm someone who doesn't have a lot of money. I have, 0.05 Bitcoin. I'm able to come here and play with, a couple bucks, right?
Easily, yeah. I mean,
Yep.
the starting point for any bet is 1,000 facts. So really simple.
That's amazing. And there's a lot of projects out there that do point systems. Do you guys have any plans for doing a point system? Maybe the more bets I do, the more points I receive, and potentially get something else with that later.
Yes, we do. We do have a point system for the activity on the page, referrals, transactions, bets placed, markets made, all your activities, everything you do. And these points will later be converted for our runes, which we have from our ecosystem reserve.
Yeah. And for more information, we have the point system detailed on study.betbtc.win. So
Study.btc. What? I'm sorry.
study.betbtc.win. It's our documentation page, and
Amazing.
we've kind of detailed everything related to points and how the platform works.
Yeah.
That's awesome. I have all that in the show notes for anyone who's interested in that. So I have the links and everything in the show notes. But go ahead, Clues.
Yeah, I was just going to say it's at the bottom of the website, or if you go to your profile, right there, documentation.
Oh, cool.
Right
Even
there.
better.
Yeah, so study that. There we go.
Awesome.
So
Good.
you've got the points there. Should be simple.
Cool. Where you say the points were? I'm sorry.
In the
It should be there in the documentation.
Referral
I got you.
process.
No
Referral
worries.
process on the left.
Gotcha.
Referral process.
All
There
right.
we go.
Amazing. Absolutely amazing.
Yep.
Man.
That's awesome.
Where do you want to go next?
I mean, I think that, this is a really good kind of introduction to the Bitcoin ecosystem for you guys, right? Because a lot of teams they build in stealth, right? And then they have their product ready for market, and that's kind of where you guys are. And so now, Good is obviously like has been known in the space. We've known him for a while. And then Clueless, I think you guys are a dynamic team, and we're really, really excited for, what's to come in the future. We can't wait to create our own markets where Shizzy and I go head to head, and I take all his money. And we'll do Wager Wednesdays with that. But you know, we'd like to give you guys the stage, kind of you know, to give maybe some words to the Bitcoin community on maybe what to expect in the future from you guys, and any final words from y'all. We'll start with Good.
Yeah, absolutely. So I think what you can expect is to have the fastest prediction market on Bitcoin. You're gonna have the most fun on the platform for sure. And you know, we're here for the long term. And kind of like Clue said earlier, we're here to build an ecosystem, right? So betBTC is the first step in the entire suite, you know, of things we're gonna be working on. So essentially, we're here to stay. Expect a lot from us in the coming months or years, and we're glad to have everyone on the journey, and expecting everyone to join that BTC.
Awesome. And Clueless, any final words from you, sir?
Yes. So earlier we discussed what prediction markets are, and uh, what I do is I focus on the why of things. So why prediction markets? And that is because um, you're essentially betting on a belief about a particular topic or an interest or a niche. And you would think that maybe I'm just the only person who thinks that I care about this belief, but we want our platform to give people the experience that you're not the only one thinking about this. There are more people like you who believe in exactly what you believe in. So the internet was essentially created to help people root in with other people, because that's human nature, and belief is also human nature. So as long as there is belief, betBTC is going to have a market for that. And there are a lot of ways that people can be creative with our platforms. If there's an ordinal collection coming in next week, you can front run that collection and make a bunch of very fun markets, like will the floor price be above mint price in 24 hours, which could be a 24-hour market, and gauge a lot of sentiment. If you are going to invest heavily in that project, you can hedge your bets with betBTC. You can formulate complex trading strategies by hedging using our platform. They will give you the tools, and you can have all the fun you can imagine.
I love that.
This is a degen like heaven, right? Like this is the greatest thing to happen to degens, right? I mean, this is like where they all just kind of, they want to live. They're gonna live on your platform. I'm really excited for it, guys. I kind of can't wait to mess with this. I'm gonna play with this all day Saturday. So our tutorial video is absolutely perfect for you guys. You guys are gonna get everything you need to know about it. But really appreciate you guys coming on.
Thank you for having us.
Yep.
See ya.
Thank you, guys.
Yeah,
Really great.
appreciate your time, and we'll talk soon.
Thanks.
All right. Take it easy.
Absolutely amazing. I really love those guys, man. Obviously they're a partner of ours. But these guys, there's a reason for that, right? These guys really showed us that, they're gonna build something amazing. And that's why we put our reputation on the line, right? We put our reputation on the line and bringing on partners is because we really think they're building something amazing. And most of our partners we truly, truly believe in. Otherwise they wouldn't be our partners. And I just can't wait. I can't wait for Saturday. I'm gonna spend a few hours with this and really start knocking this out.
Yeah, and like you just mentioned, we go through a vetting process, and it has to make sense for all sides, right? And most of our partners don't even have a token yet or anything like that, and so it's really like you can see that we like the ones that are building, focused on the building. And so yeah, we're super excited about this. I can't wait to start getting into these market wars with you and stuff. Wager Wednesdays, that's gonna be very fun. But guys, we appreciate you guys hanging out and really just watching and supporting us as well. But if you have some more time, check out our partners as well. betBTC, obviously we just went over them. Amazing team, great innovation, Bitcoin predictions market. It's live right now. So go check them out. And also perpetual leverage decks. They're doing the paper trading competition right now. So go and claim your paper USDT. It's $10,000 USDT paper trading. And the prize is 100,000 BTP. And then Ordinal Hive is an aggregator marketplace for ordinals on layer 1 and layer 2. So you're going to find the cheapest ordinals there on Ordinal Hive, and you can earn points by listing, selling, and buying. And those points will be redeemable later in the future. Foxy is a builder in the Tap ecosystem, which congratulations to Tap. They are launching today. But Foxy is building the Bitverse. You can have your Bitminer earn for you right now. And very soon on your own bitmap as well. And they also have the Clan Wars first-person shooter game, so check that out. They might actually be working with betBTC, we might see in the future, create markets to see if your clan can win those bets, right? And then, of course, Fluid Tokens, huge innovators on Bitcoin Layer 1 with their staking vaults. If you are a founder, reach out to them if you want your community to benefit, be able to stake your assets there. Check out Fluid Tokens as well. And then, of course, Merlin Chain, the #1 scaling solution for Bitcoin native layer 1 assets and protocols. If you are a builder, they have amazing builder grants for serious builders. Reach out to them if you want to scale your protocol. And if you're a user and you want to swap, layer 1 assets, Bitcoin layer 1 assets, you can do so over there on Merlin Swap. But we appreciate you checking out our partners.
Yep. And if you guys have another second, we wouldn't mind checking out ordinalrevolution.com. We have some of the best articles dating all the way back to last year. If you know someone just entering the space, send them our website. We really feel like it can really help them really get started and get caught up very quickly. If you guys are looking for a VPN, NordVPN is here. VPNs are very legal, guys. You have the right to privacy. There's no reason to let these sites know where you live. Use a VPN at all times. If you guys are interested in Bitcoin 2025, we have discounted tickets here. Check this out. We will both be in Las Vegas for Bitcoin 2025. Really excited for that. Don't wait till next year to get your tickets, guys. Get them on our website as soon as possible. They go up every week. Every Friday, it feels like they go up in price. So definitely get them as soon as possible if you know you're going. And some people were buying the whale passes and then selling them as it got closer, because those whale passes went for like 20,000, 30,000. So definitely check out everything at ordinalrevolution.com. And if you're interested in merch, we have some of the best merch in all of crypto, not just ordinals. But if you guys want something added, let us know. We can pretty much add anything. So just let us know. This is all done through a third party. So it's not, we don't see your address. We don't see any of that. You guys do the third party. We give them these amazing ordinal logos and stuff like that. So, but guys, we appreciate you so much. We're live Monday to Friday, 11 a.m. Eastern, 10 a.m. Central, 8 a.m. Pacific, and 3 p.m. UTC. Check us out all week, guys. And until tomorrow.
Peace.
Ordinal Revolution. Let's go.